Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. The Ministry of Financial Affairs issued directives to rationalize expenditures for all government companies and to stop granting special allowances to the employees. Oman Technology Fund wins the first position in the Middle East and North Africa in the field of capital startups. And the Ministry of Health announces 86 new confirmed COVID-19 cases with 130 recoveries. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. The Ministry of Financial Affairs issued two financial directives to rationalize expenditures for all government companies for the current year, 2020, and to stop granting special allowances to the employees. The ministry indicated that it directed government companies to amend the operation budgets and financial plans approved for the year by a minimum of 10% and review all items of expenses without exception, including the salaries and benefits of employees, the position of vacant grades, and the cessation of expenditures related to consulting, engineering, or field studies, regardless if they are capital or operational. The ministry also directed to stop granting special allowances to state employees, especially for those who are referred to retirement in all units of the state's administrative apparatus. The Ministry of Finance indicated that these publications come within the framework of the government measures to deal with the financial and economic situation that the Sultanate is affected. The sharp decline in oil prices, calling for everyone to cooperate and adhere to them for the public interest. Oman Technology Fund won the first position in the Middle East and North Africa in the field of capital startups, according to a report issued in April. The Sultanate got this classification due to the progress of the fund in the field of steady investment for technology startups, as it shows the efforts of the fund to invest in the technological companies based on innovation that could expand at regional markets as startup points towards the international markets. The fund organized 3 programs to support ambitious Omani youth seeking to focus in current business orientations in order to take the Omani companies based on innovations to the international and regional markets. The Ministry of Health announced 86 new confirmed cases with coronavirus COVID-19, which brings the total number registered in the Sultanate to 813, including 130 recoveries and 4 deaths. The Ministry of Health calls upon all to adhere to the isolation procedures by staying in an isolated room with an attached toilet and serving the isolated person from outside the room as instructed. The ministry also advises all citizens and residents to keep on washing hands with water and soap, as well as avoiding touching the face, nose, mouth and eyes, and follow the hygienic habits when coughing and sneezing. The ministry also urges everyone to adhere strictly to social distancing instructions issued by the COVID-19 Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health, as well as staying at home and not to go out unless absolutely necessary. The Gulf Cooperation Council Under Secretaries of Health Ministries convened their 4th video conference meeting to discuss the latest developments of coronavirus COVID-19. The meeting reviewed the minutes of the 3rd meeting, which was held last week, and discussed the implementation of the various multi-languages awareness campaign for expatriates residing in the GCC countries, as well as the updates of evacuating students and citizens from abroad. The 4th meeting also reviewed the precautionary measures that will be taken by GCC countries during the upcoming month of Ramadan. The GCC and secretaries praised the significant efforts exerted by the staff working in the health sector and their contribution in tackling COVID-19. Tech Company, a local company, started manufacturing medical ventilators in the Sultanate. The quality of the ventilators was checked and approved by the Ministry of Health. The production line is manned by Omani youths, with the Omani engineers working round the clock to meet the great needs of such appliances in combating the COVID-19 infections. The company is all ready to produce 400 ventilators daily. The engineers spent longer hours in designing the appliance so as to reach the production phase. In addition to that, the company also manufactures medical face masks at a production capacity of 400 pieces daily to be used in various health establishments in the Sultanate. Within the national efforts and procedures by the Sultanate to limit the spread of COVID-19, the Royal Navy of Oman continues the transportation of fuel tankers to the companies of oil products in the governorates of Musandam. The transport operations start from Saeed bin Sultan Naval Base to Al Khasab port in the governorate. This comes within the efforts to ensure the continuity of fuel supply and electricity in all areas of the governorate, in addition to availability of all the basic services and commodities to the citizens and residents. One of the planes of the Royal Air Force of Oman conducted a medical evacuation operation in the governorate of Dhofar on a number of citizens suffering from chronic health problems that require advanced health diagnosis and supervision. They were transported from the Sultan Qaboos Hospital in Salalah to the Royal Hospital and Sultan Qaboos University Hospital in the Governorate of Muscat to get the necessary treatment.
Non-compliance with the directives of the Supreme Committee dealing with coronavirus COVID-19 exposes you to risk and legal action. Stay safe.
Welcome back. Asyad Group is continuing its endeavor to promote direct marine routes from 86 international ports to the main ports in the Sultanate in cooperation with big international container companies. The increasing role of the Sultanate's ports during coronavirus pandemic in the world contributed to the increase in the number of direct trips. Financial and logistics sustainable facilities for maritime and land shipping were granted by Asyad with competitive prices. The group also provides storage spaces at the port of Salalah for several days and reduction of 20% for importers at Port Suhar. Suwaiq Port received this week the first foodstuff shipments coming from Bandar Abbas Port, which will continue on weekly basis with 5 trips, taking into account not to compete with local products or vegetables and fruits. The Public Establishment for Industrial Estates, Madayan, has signed an agreement with the Al Ulia Investment and Industry Company to establish a center for vehicle trade, re-export and provide all related services in the Mazuna Free Zone at a total area of 53,000 square meters. The agreement will contribute to the development of other sectors related to the vehicle sector, such as maintenance workshops, spare parts, etc., in addition to revitalizing other economic sectors such as transportation and ports. The prominent Omani actor Saoud Al-Darmaki passed away today after a long career in which he presented a number of TV and radio broadcasts. The famous Omani actor Saoud Al-Darmaki, who appeared on the screen, passed away today due to health crisis at the age of 70 years old. Saoud is considered one of the famous Omani actors and the founders of art movement in the Sultanate. He started his career in 1975 and contributed in the establishing of civil theatre, which included a number of Omani youth actors. His theatre group joined work in 1980 under the supervision of the Ministry of Information. He as well played a major role in shaping the Omani drama through his works. May Allah rest his soul in peace. The weather analysis of the National Multi-Hazard Early Warning Center indicates that a trough of low pressure, Al-Ghadaq, will affect the Sultanate from Wednesday 15th of April till Friday 17th of April. It is expected that moderate to heavy rainfall, occasionally thunder showers, associated with fresh wind and hail of the governorates of Musandam, extending gradually to the effect of the governorates of Brahmi, Al-Lahira, North Al-Batna and Al-Hajar Mountains and adjoining areas. The weather condition will be associated with moderate to fresh southeasterly dust-raising winds over the governorates of Al-Wusta and the Fars, and seas will be moderate over the coastal areas of the governorate of Musandam and Gulf of Oman, with a maximum wave height of 2.5 meters. The Public Authority for Civil Aviation advises all to take precaution during the rain and flowing wadis and to check the visibility and sea state before sailing and following the instructions of the COVID-19 Supreme Committee to stay home unless it is extremely necessary. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Minister of Financial Affairs issues directives to rationalize expenditures for all government companies and to stop granting special allowances to the employees. Oman Technology Fund wins the first position in the Middle East and North Africa in the field of capital in startups. And the Ministry of Health announces 86 new confirmed COVID-19 cases with 130 recoveries. And that's all from the newsroom, from all of us here. Stay home, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Good night.